Every year, TJ holds the school-wide Poetry Out Loud competition, where students can step up to the stage and recite a piece of poetry to the best of their ability. Regardless of why students choose to compete, this annual event is a celebration and appreciation of poetry in its spoken form.
TJ is amazing in all these STEM things, but the humanities kind of get cut out sometimes, and so it's great that they're starting to re-emphasize that within the English department. I do tons of engineering activities, stuff with science, and so Poetry Out Loud is kind of a break from all of that.
Poetry is kind of verbalizing music in some ways, because a lot of people use the phrase when music speaks when words fail, but in poetry is kind of when music can't do it quite well and you want to clarify it more.
When you recite a poem to others, it really forces you to study the poem and analyze it and come up with your own personal interpretation of the poem. And then you're also faced with the challenge of conveying that interpretation to others through your tone and your language.
Poetry Out Loud sort of encourages a lot of personal choices, whether you stand a certain way or you choose to raise your voice or make eye contact. There are so many different personal choices that they have to make that it becomes a very authentic expression.
Novels and short stories, they kind of, they look at like many characters and large themes, but poems, they're kind of like more concentrated, like you're really focused on just emotions and maybe a couple powerful thoughts. And so you get a ton of emotion and feeling from just a few lines.
I don't read poetry to figure something out, and I don't read it with a sort of purpose. And most of the other things that we do in life, there's sort of this goal, associated with it. So poetry allows me to kind of step back and wonder about things.
There were a lot of friends that I saw at the school competition who also had like really good poems, and I was thinking like, okay, I might have done this word differently or something, but then I realized that the way they did it fit really well with themselves, and I thought that was just really something really cool that you don't see all the time.
It's definitely made me understand perspective a lot more. I chose 2 poems. I've had other people read those poems to me just to see what it would feel like, and it just made me appreciate how much I bring to that picture and how differently I can interpret something.